Hi, this is Kat for Shiny Tech Digest and All Our Games blogs, and I'm here with Ian Livingstone from Eidos, the Creative Director. That's right?
Yes, that's right. Hi.
Fantastic. And you're not only responsible for that, but you launched Games Workshop, right?
Way back in 1975, yes.
Oh, yes. Are you still involved in that at all?
No.
Finger in the pie?
No, unfortunately not. We started Games Workshop with old
with your flatmate, wasn't
Steve
it?
Jackson,
yes.
in a flat in Shepherd's Bush. So it started off as a mail-order business, then we opened our first shop in Hammersmith, and then we opened a figures factory, Citadel Miniatures, and launched Dungeons and Dragons. So we built up a little fantasy empire.
I must admit, we've got one in Richmond, and I'm always down there. My local Games Workshop.
Right.
And you also did the Fighting Fantasy book series, right?
Yes, they were interactive books. They were launched in the early 80s. The first one was Warlock of Firetop Mountain. In fact, it's the 25th anniversary this year of Warlock of Firetop Mountain.
Are you planning on doing anything exciting?
We are actually. They're putting out a hardback version of Warlock with the original cover and with loads of interesting facts of what's happened over the last 25 years.
So maybe a nice coffee table book,
yes,
and the Star Wars thing which has come out recently.
Yeah. Well, it's great because they've sold over 60 million copies worldwide now, and they're kind of predecessors to computer games, interactive part book, part game.
Absolutely. So you've been with Eidos
since the beginning.
And you were one of the founding
members? Well, what I had, Eidos was, I used to have an equity stake in a company called Domark, which is a small British publisher, and Eidos was a technology company specialising in video compression. And I had a conversation with the CEO who didn't know anything about games, but he was a corporate finance guy, and he knew loads about raising money. I didn't know that much about raising money, but I knew an awful lot about games. And so he said, why don't we put these two entities together? At the same time, we put another two developers in. So we created Nuco, which was Eidos Interactive, and we went for a full flotation in 1995, and I became chairman, and he was CEO, and we built it up, and our big deal happened in the beginning of '96 when we bought the only other company in the space, and with that came core design, and of course with core design came Tomb Raider. In fact, it was during the due diligence period when I was asked to go off and have a look at all the assets of the company we bought, Centre Gold, and when I went to Derby, it was snowing, and I almost turned back. And I was greeted
Imagine if you'd done that, where would you be now?
I don't know.
Down at my local McDonald's, probably, behind the counter.
In fact, my headmaster said when I was doing my O-levels, why don't you just leave school and go and work in a garage, Livingstone? So I'm glad I didn't take his advice. But anyway, getting back to core, we went, finally got through the blizzard and was greeted by Jeremy Smith, the founder of core, and he showed me through all the studios, and in the very last room, I saw Lara Croft on screen, and I'd say it was love at first sight. Because, so we bought them. Yeah. And
so you really have been with the series.
And then 6 months later, we launched the first Tomb Raider, and it was extraordinary because we thought it was an amazing game because not just the character, but the game, the graphics, the technology. It was just spectacular. One of the very first games with a 3D character, 3D world. But we had no idea how big it's going to be. I think we put like 100,000 units in the budget. We ended up selling 5 million of the first one. It was extraordinary times.
I bet you never would have expected it would be so big.
No.
Yeah. So that was '96 then, the first game came out?
November '96, yeah.
November '96, and now it is May 2007, so it's the 10th anniversary, 11th almost.
10-ish.
10-ish.
It's certainly the 10th when we started the process off.
So tell me about anniversary then. How much involvement have you had in this game?
Well, of course, Lara's been very close to my heart for all these years, and
has that ever concerned
a guardian figure?
Has that ever caused problems between you and your wife?
No. How can you possibly be
I've always wanted
jealous
to ask
of a
you
virtual character?